was a dark and gloomy night. I guess. I'm looking for something. Hang on. The old dark and gloomy night. Okay. Hey, Anthony. Why so gloomy? Well, it's because it's dark and gloomy. It's raining, for one thing. Lindsay, hello, how are you? Dennis Gall's in the house. Thank you, Dennis. Appreciate it. Yeah, we're going to go in the hacienda here, and it really is dark. So we're going to go in the hacienda here and see if we can sleep. We should be able to someplace. Alright, where's the sleeping? There's got to be a sleeping trigger here. I thought I just found it a minute ago. There it is. Alright, so let's sleep 11 hours, I guess. Hopefully the rain will stop. Hello, Ray. How you doing? Okay. Well, the rain stopped. Man, I got some landscaping to do. Lucy, you've got some splaining to do. Alright, well, I was liming, trying to prepare these fields when it got dark and rainy on me. So the ones that I needed limed are limed. This one needed liming. This one here needed liming. And those two over there, the big one and the small one over there, needed liming. The rest of them are all okay, as far as I know. Yeah, that one doesn't need liming. Neither does this one. So we're going to grab the limerator and put it away. Ray says he's breathing in you. Breathing is a good thing. Some people think breathing is overrated, but I think it's a good thing. I'm doing okay. Let's do a video and a sound check. How does everything look and sound? Hi, Andy. I have a particular reason for asking. Not necessarily about the sound, but the video. Ray's going to be AFK for a minute. How's it going, Andy? The reason why I'm asking particularly about the video is I am 1080p at 60 frames a second for today. I upgraded my internet and I'm getting about 3 times what I was getting before in speed, so that's kind of why I'm asking. I'm hoping that I can now live stream at 1080p at 60 frames a second. Is it 60 frames a second or 60 frames a minute? I never remember. FPS, second. It's a second. Alright, so we got to do some work today. This thing's ready to go. I'm going to start off with potatoes, although I don't know how far we're going to get. So we'll start off down here with potatoes. Get this thing spread out here. That John Deere is noisy, isn't it? Tupke, how are you? Boomguard, that's a good name. How are you? Thanks for stopping by. Welcome to the channel. Close up the area there. All right, we're gonna, let's set the GPS here. We're gonna grab the JD DB60 and we need to flip this thing, and it looks like it's set up okay. I'll just double check there. Back her up. And we need to do, let's change to potatoes. Turn the GPS on. And off we go. I'm doing good, Anthony. Thanks for asking. I appreciate it. Looking good on Twitch. I'm not doing Mixer anymore because, as we know, Mixer is moving over to some kind of Facebook games, whatever that is. So there's no point in me doing Mixer anymore because I'm never going to Facebook. In a morbid way, I'm curious about talking about mods and stuff. In a kind of a morbid way, I'm curious. I keep asking the question, how many people actually bought the latest DLC? Because I don't know anybody that has, personally. So I'm waiting to hear from somebody say, well, I bought it. I'm wondering, you know, we've been kind of complaining about, well, I have, complaining about the quality and quantity of the DLCs, the values, let's say, of what it costs to buy them and what you get from them. And I think that they've been lacking, in my opinion. And so this is the first one I haven't purchased. And I don't know if I'm going to or not. I haven't purchased it yet. I know if I do purchase it, I probably won't use it, because I haven't used any of their DLCs yet, per se. Lindsay doesn't know how to get mods. Do you still not know how to get mods, or? God, we've used half our seeds already. Okay, let's flip this thing around and head this way. You know what? Let's back it up. try it this way. Oh, he's playing on a Mac? Yeah. Yeah, I couldn't help you on the Mac. I don't know. When I first started using computers way back in the day, I was a Mac guy. I had Apples and Macs. I still have the the Apple IIe, although it hasn't seen the light of day in years. But it got to the point where I couldn't afford them. I would look at the price of getting a new Mac, and I could take, it would take half the money of the Mac to buy a decent PC. So I just stopped doing Macintosh. They were too damn expensive. For the money, I wasn't getting anything. Well, I didn't say that right. I wasn't getting the bang for the buck. Yeah, I don't know if they add different on the Macintosh. I've got a tutorial on how to do mods, how to put mods in the game, but I don't know. And of course, it's an old video. But putting mods in the game hasn't really changed from 2013. Well, it looks like I'm out of seeds. I was hoping to get this field done before I ran out. I might just make it. Alright, actually I did. Sweet. Oh, Lindsay, that's... recommending a PC is hard because there's just so much to choose from out there. I can't ever make up my mind about buying a PC, so I always just build my own. I've only had one PC I've purchased off the rack in about the last 20 years. And it happened to be an Alienware before they sold out to Dell, which has been a while. Yeah, it really does come down to money. You want to make sure you get something that's got a decent graphics card in it and enough RAM to do what you want if you're gaming. And it all comes down to money. How much you can afford. I guess you could get a pretty decent gaming PC for about $1,200, and it also depends whether you like using a laptop or not. Man, this is going to take long. Let's look around here. Oh, I guess this is where I ended last time, isn't it? Yeah, it depends on whether you want, you can look around for sales and stuff like that. My son just got a a laptop, and it cost him about $1,200, but it was worth a lot more than that. He got a pretty darn good deal on it. I think he got an Acer, but he only bought it because it was a decent, it had decent stats on it and a good price. Let's go see how the sheep are doing. That's my biggest issue with collecting what the animals are producing is the sheep, because the pad for wool is so small. They only do 4 pallets at a time, and then they're backed up. Yeah, see, it's almost full again already, and I just emptied it. Alright, well, we're just going to set this guy out here for now until the other pallets get full. And then we'll take care of that. Alright, this one's full. $600 to $800. Are you in the market for one? Jonathan, hello, how are you? All right, he says he's in the market for one, so $600 to $800. What kind of games do you play besides this one? Because this one would run on a cheaper computer, okay. I'm doing good, Jonathan. All right, let me see here. Get this guy pulled over a little bit. This back on. Flip that around. Reset that. Okay, so let's do. Well, we did potatoes. Let's do some sugar beets on here. So we're gonna lower that. Get started here. The only game you play. Yeah, well, I tell you, this game actually doesn't play that well on high-end computers. That's the problem I've always had. It's actually made to play on a medium level PC. So you could actually get a pretty decent PC for about $600 to $800, and it's not going to run some of these very graphic intense uh, games that they're coming out with nowadays, but it might still do some of them pretty good. I should be going the lengthways. Let's flip this thing around. Is the Mac the only thing you've got, or do you have consoles? Hey, Matt. Now that I purchased this land in front of me here, I could expand this field out a little bit farther. I'm not quite sure if I'm going to, but I certainly could. How's Matt doing today? Alrighty, now as you saw, the sugar beets go a lot farther than the potatoes do, for sure. Um, well, I got to think about what I want to do. Do I want to do more sugar beets? Yeah, let's do another field of sugar beets. Let me swap this back over again and line it up. We'll do this field as well. I'm doing good, Matt. Thanks for asking. I appreciate it. What mods do I use? Well, it depends on what map I'm playing. I've got a couple hundred mods that I have, and it just depends on what kind of map I'm playing as to what I use. And when you ask about what mods do I use, I would venture to say everything you see that I play with is a mod, because I don't like the in-game stuff. So all of the now that's an in-game truck, but it's only because I haven't bought a new truck yet. But I normally play with nothing but mods. So, and it depends, like I said, on what map I'm playing. Now, a map that's like this, for example, this cedar I've got here. This is the smallest cedar I've got in this series. If I was on a bigger map, then I would probably be changing that out for my favorite, which is, where's the planters? Of the John Deere's, I've got the DB120, the DB60, and DB90. Now, small, medium, and large. This one here is the largest in width cedar that I could get. It's about 36 meters, whereas some of the other ones that you can get in game are going to be much smaller, 18 meters, 12 meters. So yeah, I use nothing but mods. And that being said, also the mods I use, I've remodded myself. So almost every mod that you see me use, I've remodded to do something different for my purposes. Yeah, this is the smallest one in the series, in this particular John Deere series that I have. My favorite is the DB120, but then I'm used to playing bigger maps, definitely if you're using something like the Wild West, you're going to need some big equipment. But you notice I don't have any of the big buds or anything on this map. I never really intended to have real large fields on this map. Although you could very easily, if you bought enough of land, you could double up some of these fields and make them pretty good size. Yeah, that's pretty common, especially with games like this, because we've had different iterations of this game from before 2013, then 2015, 2017, now 2019. But in all those iterations, the game still plays the same, basically. And there's a lot of people, even some of my most staunch followers, don't really either play or watch a lot of the farm sim anymore. That's kind of why I started doing live streaming of the farming, because I also got tired of playing and making videos of it. I've been doing it so long. It's still fun, don't get me wrong, I still enjoy it, but it's still it's still, there's other games out there that take up my time, and I get an itch to play. So what I've been doing lately for the last, I don't know, almost a year, is I'll do 2 live streams of farming a week, and that's all the farming I do. When I'm done with this live stream, I turn Farm Sim off. I don't touch it again till next week. Or, well, today's Tuesday, I'll do a Thursday one. But after Thursday's live stream, I don't touch this game again till next week. It's still a lot of fun, but it's not. I still want to get burnt out on it, which could easily happen. Why did I put that away? I still got fields to do. I was just done with sugar beets. Don't ask me what I'm doing, because I don't know. Alrighty, let's see. What do I want to do now for crop? Oh, what kind of prices have we got? That's cotton over there. This has got to be canola, so that's oats, isn't it? I still got a bunch of oats I could sell. Huh. Didn't realize that. But the prices are pretty good. Oats is pretty good. Canola's always good, but then it's the yields that you got to watch. Okay, so I got soybeans. I need some of these crops for making TMR and pig food. So I need potatoes. I don't have any cotton. Don't have a great need for cotton. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter, does it? I just did wheat. We'll leave that alone. Let's do sunflowers are going down. Soybeans are coming up. Let's go for soybeans. All right. We're going for soybeans. Oh, no problem, Matt. I'm a lurker as well. We got a couple lurkers in here. Yeah, I'm that way with almost all the games I play because a lot of the games that I play, I have mods. Skyrim and Fallout 4 and a lot of those games I played with mods. And I don't know what the heck I'm trying to do. Trying to get around that tree. There. And the thing of it is, there's certain mods, like Skyrim, there are certain mods that I just would not play without. If I couldn't have that a particular mod, I just wouldn't play the game. Now, you got to remember that I played through the game about 20 times. So it wasn't like I didn't play it and get enjoyment out of it. It's just that, you know, I just, at that point, I needed to have the mods to make it more fun for me. Yeah, Craig, he's a lurker. I don't know if he's a lurker. See, that's a problem with lurkers. You never know whether they're really on or not. Well, I mean, it's not a problem. It's just, I think Craig does it because he wants us to talk bad about him so he can sit back there and stare daggers at us. Right, Craig? Is he here? Yeah, Bill's been at work lately. And with Mixer gone, I don't know if we'll ever get Alan back. Sniffing beats. So Scorpion, I had to spend. You know what I did yesterday? My day yesterday. I had technical issues almost all day yesterday, and I thought I had them resolved. And I got up this morning, and my internet speeds were still not right. So I had to spend all morning on the phone again. It took me a lot longer this time to get a technician. Again, I was on the phone for about an hour waiting just to get a technician. And I finally got one. And found out that whatever they did yesterday didn't even work. It didn't even work. And so she had to redo it all over again. So what happened, everybody, is I got a brand new modem for my internet because the modem I have is an old Motorola, and I don't let the cable company give me their modem. I always buy my own. And the problem was that they're increasing their service and their speeds and everything, and the one that I had, the modem I had, would not be sufficient enough to gain any more speed. So the one I put in yesterday will do up to 1 gigabyte. Now that's not going to do me any good because where I live in Podunk, Oregon, doesn't have anything of that speed. The best I can do is about 400 or 500 megabytes. Yeah, I did until this morning. They messed that one up too. So, yeah, they had to reset everything. And then they had to sync it all. They hadn't synced the voice with the internet. And they hadn't updated the fact that I had a modem that could do 1 gigabyte of speed. And so the higher speed that I bought didn't work because they told the equipment that I had a modem that couldn't be used. So they screwed the whole thing up. So then this new technician had to resync the two modems and then set the equipment up so that it knew that I had a new modem that could actually do the speed. What in the world? All right, straighten up, fly right. I'm having trouble here. Yeah, so it took me all morning, and finally, this technician says we're not going anywhere until I know you're getting the speed you're paying for. And I said, well, thank you, and because yesterday they said, okay, we're going to do this, we're going to do that, and you'll be up and running in about 2 hours. Well, that didn't happen. This one said, nope, I'm going to stick with you till we got it. So I said, I appreciate that, and she did. She got it all synced up a lot quicker than they tried yesterday, and so now I'm rocking. Also, I told her that I was a YouTuber and a streamer, and so she said, "Well, you're paying for about 400 download, but I'm gonna set it around 500 ish." Because she says sometimes you get the 400, sometimes you don't. It all depends on the flow of the internet, how many people are using it in your neighborhood, all that kind of bandwidth stuff. It fluctuates, right? So the upload is the same thing. I had 10 before up for uploading, and that would be what you stream with, right? But it fluctuates. Oh crud! I didn't set my GPS. It isn't always. You don't always get 10. I've had times where it dropped down to 5. If somebody's using the internet and your bandwidth goes. So I'm supposed to get 20 now, and she bumped it up to about 25 or so that it would be, if it fluctuated down, it would still give me close to the 20. So I thought that was kind of cool. Pistol Pete, hello, how are you? That's an interesting name, Pistol Pete. I had a Whistling Pete. It was a truck that I used here on the farm. I'm doing good. Thanks for asking. Appreciate it. Although I'm getting a little thirsty, I might have to have a soup de jour today. Let's swap this out here and then reset it. Let's set it right about here. Yeah, anybody that knows me knows I'm interested in how people get their names. Because there's some very unusual YouTube names and Discord names, other game names. People have different ways of picking their names. You thought I was going to say picking their noses, didn't you? I thought about it. Yeah, when I get off the live stream, I'll have to look at that link that you sent him. Like I said, it's been a long time since I've actually looked at a computer to buy, because I usually build my own. Normally, I would be ready to build another one here in a few months, but I don't know if I'm going to. This Threadripper that I built the last time, which was, I don't know, I don't think it's quite been 2 years. But I used to build a new PC about every 2 years. Are you playing No Man's Land? I didn't think I'd like it. And to be honest with you, because I lie most of the time, I only started playing it because it was an Alien Jim map, and I didn't know it. I like Alien Jim's maps. He makes good maps. And he's been a good friend of the channel, so as soon as I found out it was an Alien Jim map, I thought, well, maybe I better take a second look at it, because it just didn't look like anything I wanted to play. Well, I changed my mind. Alright, let me get down. I wonder. Yeah, I'll get down this end. I haven't seen Jim for a while. He used to come in the live streams all the time, but things have changed since 2019 came out. I think we lost a lot of the modders. Whoa. Has anybody looked at the Wild West? Because I heard recently that there was an update for Wild West. And I really haven't had anybody tell me what the update was all about. And I haven't downloaded it yet. So I haven't played it for a while. All right, let's get this puppy open here. Ah, man, that's cold and refreshing. Uh-oh, I forgot to turn my seeds off on that turn. Yeah, when I built this last computer, it's a Threadripper, and when I built it, the new graphic cards had just come out. As a matter of fact, people were having problems getting them because they were brand new and they weren't that plentiful. Very expensive. And I thought about it, and I thought, I'm getting ready to build this PC. Should I wait a couple weeks? Because it was literally weeks when these things came out. Should I wait a couple weeks to try to get one of the new graphic cards? Or should I just go ahead and build what I already had planned to build? And I just decided not to use the new graphics cards, because I decided, let's wait and see what the performance is on them. See what the prices, if they're going to stabilize a little cheaper. All of that good noise. Are they really going to be up to the hype that's out on them? And so what I did was I got a 1080 Ti for the win, because that's what I'd already planned on putting in this PC. And I'm happy. It's done a bang up job. I've had no problems with it. There isn't a game that I've got that I haven't been able to put up onto Ultra. So I haven't had any problems with it. And now it looks like those other ones are doing okay and all that kind of good noise. So probably on the next one I build, it's going to be with the new graphics card. But just drinking water? I can't just drink water. Amanda Taylor's in the house. Hello, Amanda. Uh-oh. Look what I just did. I forgot to set the GPS. Now I'm way off in left field. How's Amanda doing today? Tuesday, isn't it? When I drink water, I don't really like drinking just water. Some people do. I think I think there's a I think there's an acquired. There isn't taste to it. It's just water, right? But I think you get in the habit of drinking water, and and then you really kind of want a water. It probably quenches your thirst better. Well, there's no probably about it. It does than soda. But when I drink water, I don't like. I like to have some flavor to it, so I'll do these little packets of powdered drink in water. So I'll get the water bottles, get them good and cold, and then I buy these Snapple. I like the peach Snapple, and I buy these little pouches that'll make one glass of Snapple drink. And in actuality, I think they have more of a peach taste than the actual Snapple you buy in the bottle. I really like them better than the bottled Snapple. And so that's what I do with water is I'll have a Snapple. And I kind of figure that I don't know what's in that little packet outside of flavoring. I don't know if there's chemicals. I'm sure there are. But I don't know what they are. The thing of it is, though, is I think that, it starts off with a glass of water. So at least I'm drinking the water I'm supposed to drink. You should drink so much water a day. At least I'm doing that. Yeah, that's right, Jonathan. It really is. It's good on your digestive system, and that's important to anybody, not just diabetics. But a lot of the diabetes comes down to, in my opinion, that old saying, "You are what you eat," and diabetes affects every organ in your body. Well, every organ in your body is fueled by what you eat. So your digestive system and what you put in it is really the bottom line with diabetes. And so, you digest your food better if you drink a lot of fluids, and water's the thing to do. It's just sometimes hard to do that. It's like people knowing that you need to have exercise for not only for keeping your weight down, but to stay healthy. You should be doing some form of exercise. Now, knowing that and doing it are two different things. It's hard to start an exercise program, even if it's just walking in the evenings, and then sticking to it. Something always happens. Where I live, it's raining all the time. You can't go out and walk all the time. It's always wet and cold. And then you catch a cold. You catch the cold. Cold becomes pneumonia, and you get sick. And so I've got a treadmill that I use if I can't get out. Yep, Amanda's got it right. Always wash your hands. That's important as well. And we do some nasty things with our hands during the day. I mean, think about it. I mean, seriously. Take a camera, set a camera up, a video camera, and put it on yourself for a couple of hours and find out where your hands go. You'd be surprised how many times your hands goes up to your nose, your mouth, your ears, or somewhere else. It really is important to wash your hands, and not this, all of this sanitizer stuff. I don't know about that. I think it's maybe good to use the sanitizer once in a while, but it's not going to replace washing your hands. And I seriously think you can overdo putting sanitizer on. A Caesar salad. All right then. That's the last field that I know of. Now you saw in the last live stream that I put my hacienda in. I haven't done any landscaping yet, and I have some roads to put in. And I've got some land here that I just bought. So I gotta think about what I want to do with that. Let's take our John Deere into the farm here. Actually, I had a salad last night. I'm not a salad eater. Okay, I want to check something out here. Let's see where the boundaries to my land is that I just bought. I just bought this field right here. Let's see where it goes. It goes up here. And I haven't done anything with this land. Okay, and it looks like the boundary's right about here. So I do have a little bit of land here that I could plow up. And it goes down beyond this road. Yeah, looky here. See, I could take this field right here. It's on the boundary of my land. And I could actually extend it out across, at least up to here, up to this road here. That would extend that field out quite a ways. And then on the other side of the road, we've got those rocks. I could make a long skinny a little skinny one across here. Yeah, that's not going to be much of a field, is it? You know what I could, oh geez, there's rocks there too. All right, I'm probably going to have to wait till I purchase this property here to make a decent size field that runs along this, because this isn't enough. That's not enough. What else can I do with this land though? Not much really. Not much at all, except for clean this up a little bit. I can clean this up. Okay, tell you what, the first thing is I should do is extend that one field like I just talked about. Anybody know where my plow's at? There it is. I'm gonna need that John Deere back. Thank you, Amanda. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Whoa. Need to unhook that. Yeah, it's getting down, isn't it? All right, Andy. No time like the present, I guess. Let's wash it while we're at it. Yeah, those planters are something else, aren't they? And believe it or not, that's the small one. Might as well watch it while I'm out here. Thank you, Amanda. I had fun doing that one. I had a lot of people didn't like me doing that one, but I had fun doing it. All right, let's go and do some repairs in. A repair. All right, so John Deere's back to normal. Oh, I forgot my plow. So where in the heck am I going? Alright, how did I put that plow in there? I think I did it from that end. Fake dietary Coke. Alright, now let's take a look at this and see how we want to tackle this. Okay. Well, that hill still gets out there, so I think what I'll do... Oh, I've got some trees out here I need to deal with first, don't I? We've got some pretty dandy John Deere mods that we use. Put the bacons on. Bacon. I had somebody in the last live stream said they didn't like bacon. What? Who doesn't like bacon? Upgraded to platinum, did you? I can't even remember what platinum did for you. Now that one could probably stay, but it's pretty close. I think it's going to be pretty close to the field, so I'll take it out. Alright, what else we got? That one's going to be in the road, I think. I like the big buds, I cannot lie. But my favorite tractor is that Fendt triple axle. I could have probably left that one. Let's leave that one for now. It's probably eventually going to come out, but we'll leave it for now. Alright, let's go back to the John Deere. Oh, Johnny Deere. Johnny the Deere. Drop that like it's hot. And start the engine. It wants me to start the engine. Okay. So let's see here. First of all, let's get put the GPS back on. And then we need to go to the plow. And then I need to make sure that I've got the plow set on doing a field. And then let's get our GPS swapped around 90 degrees. And then make sure that it lines up with the field. Drop the plow. Turn the GPS on. And let her rip. Does the road angle a little? I think it does. How far does it angle? I think I can go to probably about there maybe. Alright, now let's go to the other end. Get new vehicle. I don't know what I don't know if I have a need right now for anything. Bacon's good. I don't know about Canadian bacon because that's more like ham. All right, let's reline this thing up here. Turn the GPS back on. Yeah, I'm off a little bit there, but not too bad. All right, now I don't want to overshoot this. So let's just get up close enough. Like right about there, maybe. Drop my trowel? What? Is that short for trousers? Drop your drawers. Get a John Deere plow? I don't know if there's a John Deere plow that I actually like. They even have a John Deere plow in here? Let's see. Where's plows at? There they are. A Salford, a Agro, a Lemken, another Salford, SPS, a FlexiCoil. Now the FlexiCoil, this is a mod, and this is actually, I don't think this is a plow. I think this is a cultivator. Somebody just modded into a plow. And then the cloths that I have here. I don't have a John Deere plow. I'd have to check my my mod folder and see if I even own a John Deere plow. I don't think I do. Alright, let's flip this thing around again. and then reset it and turn the GPS on, drop it like it's hot. Yeah, that's why I've been using this on this map. On this map, you don't get any fields. You have to create your own. And it does do a very good job of doing that. It certainly does. Okay, hey, you couldn't get any better than that. Now, I can do this one across. Yeah, I may end up losing a little bit of potato here, but that's okay. Yeah, that's kind of what I was afraid of. Yeah, you don't see many people plowing up new fields in the United States. It's almost the total opposite. Everybody's buying up farmland and putting houses and buildings on them. They're subdividing and selling it for money, make more and more money because they can build houses and subdivides and all kind of stuff. Yeah, the great-grandfather and the grandfather and the father farming for 10 generations. Now in the new generation, they don't want to farm. They don't want to work. They want to take the old family farm and sell it into plots and pieces and make money on it. Live in the city and have all kinds of fun and parties and stuff. I know, it's a little cynical. It'd be a lot more cynical if it wasn't true. One more strip and I'm done with that. And then now, do I come back here with the planter before that other one grows and plant some more potatoes? I think I should. Uh-oh, I missed. Oh, what's going on? What happened? That was weird. What? Come on. What's going on? Somehow, that's weird. I've never had that happen before. That was really strange. It's like part of the plow got caught in the ground and it wasn't straight across. That was weird. Thanks for the thumbs up, Amanda. All right, so that's got that. I think that before I do anything, I need to switch that back off of making a field. And then, now, isn't this funny? This is a Kloss plow, right? But look at the words. It looks in some kind of Russian or something. That's funny. All right, I got to go get the seeder and do this before it grows anymore. Thank you, Amanda. Now, I may be using this again, so let me... No, I just ran into my building. What? I'm going to leave this out for a little bit in case I need it again. But let's go get that seeder. It plows in Russian. Well, do you have to drink vodka to be able to plow with it? I was on a Russian ship one time. It was a freighter came into town, and of course, you know, I live on the ocean, on the coast here. And I went on this Russian ship, and I was talking with the guys. Now, they didn't know English, and I didn't know Russian. But you would be surprised when you spend a little time with somebody how you can begin to understand what it is that they're saying. It's actually amazing the way the human brain works. You're just sitting there talking, and from expressions and conversations, you can start to understand what people are saying, even though you don't understand the language. And I was talking with these couple of Russian guys, and I was in their cabin, and they were drinking vodka and eating an apple. So they had a pocket knife that they were cutting slices of apple on, or off, and they'd take a bite of the apple, and then they'd take a swig of vodka. And they wanted me to join them. Well, I couldn't not join them. I couldn't. I tried to tell them that I didn't drink, but they didn't understand what I was saying. And they misinterpreted my name, Rudy, as Yuri. So they kept calling me Yuri. As a matter of fact, one guy would punch his chest, then he would punch mine and say, "Me Yuri, you Yuri," you know, because they thought my name was Yuri. They misunderstood Rudy. And anyway, country girl, how are you? Anyway, they wanted me to drink with them, and I couldn't tell them that I didn't drink. They didn't understand. And so they poured me a big glass of vodka. And of course, I really don't drink. And I went to take a swig of this vodka. And this is Russian vodka. It's got to be worse than anything we've had. And I kind of choked it up. And they looked at me kind of funny. And the one guy that was serving me up, he looks at me and he says, "You no good Russian." And he grabbed his vodka and he shot it down like boom, one swallow. And he said, "Good Russian." So I was a no good Russian because I couldn't drink their vodka. I thought it was funny. "You no good Russian." All right, where's my herbicide? There. Nope, that's seeds. Maybe I shouldn't have shut that up. Seeds. Herbicide, there we go. It might have been because I had closed up those tanks. Tanks for the memories. Brian Gum's in the house. Seen the new Texas map. I didn't know there was a new Texas map. Hello, Gino. So tell us what it's all about, Brian. All right, Amanda, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. And thanks for the sub. I appreciate that more than you know. I've got to work on it. I thought I had an event thing that popped up when somebody subscribed, but I didn't see it. What wheels? I don't see anything broken. I don't know. I don't see anything. All righty. Let's get this thing on. And we're going with the JDDB60. And let's set that. Two Texas maps that came out. TXR, Texas SAR. I've had one of his maps before. What was it? What map did I have of his? Darn, I just can't remember. Oh, wait a minute. I'm planting soybeans. Doggone it. I forgot to switch back to potatoes. Darn it, darn it, darn it. Well, at least I didn't get the whole field done. Kirksville 16X map, another big one. So every time I do a live stream on this map, something changes. I get new fields and change the size of this one. We're changing the landscape for sure. All right, there we go. Get this thing wrapped up. You saw Alan's on TV? All righty, let's see what we got. Let's get this guy motating. Let's go see what's happening with the animals. That looks full. We need to fix that. Let's go check on what's going on here. Okay, we got some eggs cooking there. The wool still isn't ready, but that's okay. Doesn't need to be. Clean up a little bit of mess around here. A celebrity chef. That's funny. Good food in Texas. Does that include the Tex-Mex? Thought maybe this lawnmower would pick up those eggs, but it didn't. Oh, and he's a celebrity? I thought he just cussed a lot. I'm kind of being cynical. I don't understand what makes people a celebrity. Like Paris Hilton, what did she ever do to make her a celebrity except for have a party and take her clothes off and get filmed? Okay. I love this lawnmower because it makes quick work out of everything. You can get your job done really fast. Jake O'Donnell's in the house. Alright, I gotta check these fields and see if I need to be doing anything with them. Well, I don't know. It says it's 100% fertilized, so I think that's good enough. Let's go clean up the farmyard. Cleaned up the animal yard pretty good. Jake from State Farm. Oh, hey, I got a stump out here I didn't clean up. No problem, Jake. Are you making fun of Jake? How do you know he's from State Farm? Should we go clean the outhouse up? Trenton the Outlaw. Trenton, did I say hi to you? I didn't see you come in. Sorry you got to go, but I must have missed Trenton. Well, thanks for stopping by, Trenton. I appreciate it. Sorry I missed you when you came in. Was it now? Scorpion's got me confused. Is it Turton or Trenton? Clean the outhouse out. Yeah, you've been playing Minecraft too much. You want to TNT everything now. All right, let's get rid of this grass here. Yeah, well, it takes a certain kind of taste, I think, to play a map like this. You know, people tell you I didn't want to play this map. I looked at it several times, and I kept having people tell me, you need to play this map. And again, as I said earlier, one of the reasons why I finally decided to play it is because I know the mod author. I didn't know it was one of his maps. And I like the mod author. He does a good job, and he tries to do things a little bit, you know, unlike everybody else. He always has a little bit of a twist on his map. This is no exception. If you don't want to play with a bunch of trees and rocks, you can take them out. That's your choice. But I found that it was kind of fun to be able to set up your own fields. I've done it before and didn't like it, but I'm having fun doing it on this map. So it just depends. You know, I've played about every map there is out there, and a lot of times it's kind of hard to find one that isn't just like the last one you played. Well, did you ever see that? I think it was. What's that show where they used to do stupid things to themselves, like jump off of a building into a kiddie swimming pool, and then they'd laugh at each other? And what the hell was the name of that show? Favorite map is Shamrock Valley. It had to be. It would have to be Graceland. That'd have to be my favorite one because that's the one I've played the very, 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 very most of all the maps I've ever played. Jackass, yeah. There was a version of Jackass where they were at a park, a theme park, and one of the rides was a slingshot where they would put people in a human slingshot and shoot them somewhere. I mean, I've had people tell me this. I've not seen it. I can't picture that in my mind, what kind of a ride that would be. But they put this guy in an outhouse and put the outhouse in the slingshot, and they shot him wherever it was they shoot him. And when he opened the door and came out of the outhouse, they had not drained the outhouse. It was one of those chemical outhouses. And this guy was covered head to toe with poop. It had to be hilarious. Yeah, for FS19, I'd have to say this map I've played as much or more than any other. I don't play a map if I'm not having fun. I've had some maps I've played and I haven't even made it through one episode. Yeah, can you imagine putting somebody in an outhouse and shooting him in a slingshot? Oh my God. That must have been a mess. Tell me about Shamrock Valley. Is it a map from overseas? Is it a European map? I tend not to like the European maps that have very small roads and you can't have any piece of equipment that's very big, that are full of hedges and rock walls, and you know, that you can't get from one field to the other without going through a gate. Oh, I never saw that movie, Father's Day. Is Mythbusters even still on? Amanda's back. Hey, Amanda. Welcome back. Shamrock Valley. It does kind of sound Irish. I'll have to look at it. I'll have to look into it. I don't think I've played it. But I don't like a lot of the European style maps because they're too small. They've got one lane roads. You can't even get a combine down. And you have to use very, very tiny little pieces of equipment. No more Mythbusters? Did those guys have a falling out, or they just stopped making the show? got a Case IH now? Yeah, I bought that in, gosh, maybe a couple of live streams ago. Just recently. I'm still using the other one. There's the other one. I'm still using it. But I got a lot more fields now, and it was taking me too long to get a harvest done. So I wanted to get a little bigger combine. Yeah, that's they're usually well done, pretty maps. Don't get me wrong, but I like the bigger equipment, and a lot of times you just can't run them on those smaller maps like that. But I'll have to look into it. I play them every once in a while. You're from Ireland, huh? Cool. I have a friend that plays Elite Dangerous with me from Ireland. And then, of course, there's always Andy. He's from Scotland. I've got Irish blood in me. That's where my last name comes from. Let's see now. Did I ever finish unloading this one? You're trying to get fries out of Amanda. Yeah, I've always wanted to go to Ireland and find out, you know. I had a friend of mine came in to my work one day, and he said, Rudy, and I know he had been gone. He went to Ireland, and he was there for a month or two. And he came in, and I said, oh my God, you're home. And he said, yeah. And he said, Rudy, you will have never seen the color green until you go to Ireland. Yeah, McDonald's fries. My wife, whenever we go to a fast food restaurant or a drive-in for a burger or something, she'll always ask me if I want ketchup for my fries. And I never take ketchup on McDonald's fries because I like them just the way they are. They don't need ketchup. Some of the fries you get, you know, you got to have ketchup to get the flavor. McDonald's fries are good. That's just my opinion. I don't care all that much for fast food. Like, you know, I don't care for Burger King. My wife likes Burger King. McDonald's hamburgers are okay, but I like their... where am I going with this silage? I was going to sell it. I like their fries, though. They make good fries. Yeah, Jake, that's probably the case, and it's understandable. We used to have small equipment on because we used to do fruit trees, and you can't have a great big tractor running through the orchard. You needed smaller tractors, and we used to use Massey Ferguson's. The Massey Ferguson's had a pretty good equipment, and the tractors were small enough you could get them through the rows of trees and stuff in an orchard. Got to build up a little bit of money so I can buy some more property. Now see, again, I could actually extend this now that I own this property that I bought here. I could extend this field as well. I'm just trying to decide whether I want to. Know what I mean? It's not going to extend it very far. but I was thinking that I might put something else here. I just don't know what. McNuggets. I tell you what I do like at Burger King. I don't care for their burgers all that much, and their fries are just They're just so. But they have their chicken fries, and they're kind of spicy a little bit, and I like those. And unfortunately, they're really expensive. You get a little order of chicken fries, and it's like a full meal deal, man. I mean, in the cost. So, I'd like to have a burger and chicken fries, but they're too expensive. So I just get the chicken fries and leave it at that. A 20-piece chicken nugget. Oh, that's a good idea, Scorpion. I could put a big red barn there. The old big red barn routine. Let's see if I've got some more TMR here I can pick up. The only problem is this thing is so slow at emptying out. Takes forever. We'll go do something else while we're waiting. How's the well, they're still making wool. No, they don't make wool, they grow wool, but you get my meaning. Let's check on these animals and see how they're doing anyway. What are you guys up to? Alright, they're still doing good. Grass and hay. That's the sheep. Let's see the pigs. Uh-oh, pigs are in trouble. I need to feed the pigs. How are the chickens are just fine. The Holsteins. I need some mixed ration in there. What about the horses? Yeah, horses are doing fine as well. So I need to feed the pigs and the cattle a little bit of something. Where'd my other tractor go? Well, let's wait for... Oh, he's done. All right, that didn't. That's empty now, I guess. Oh, it is empty. Holy smolies! All right, I might as well just give them this to eat. That's not going to give them much, but. So what'd you miss? It sounds, Amanda, it sounds like we're the ones that missed out. You got 20-piece nuggets. We're missing out. All right, let's head over to the pig mix machine. Nah, you didn't miss anything. I'm just kind of dinking around now with the animals. I did some mowing. You missed that. Oh. What's going on? What am I out of? Oh, I'm out of grain. All right, let's go get some. We're going to go get some grain. Now, that's a lot of red right there. Remember that little gal that came in a while back, guys, that told me she lived on a farm and they had something like 3,000 head of cattle or something? She was interesting. She was from Australia, wasn't she? And I don't remember her name. But she was pretty talkative. That was fun. Okay, we got a couple 100,000 in wheat. A little bit of barley. Let's use the barley up. And the next time I do a crop, I need to do a wheat or a barley. Yeah, we've never been quiet. I had somebody ask me. I've had a lot of people ask me at times um, when I'm recording at home just for fun, and when I'm not recording, when I'm playing a game just for fun, if I still talk while I play. And I had to laugh and say, yeah, I do actually, because my wife will come in all the time. It's just a habit of talking while I'm playing, because I'm recording all the time. And my wife will always come by, oh, are you recording? No. Well, then who are you talking to then? I said, who's ever watching? Well, you said you weren't recording. I said, well, there's got to be somebody watching. All right, what goes over there? Sunflower seeds, soybeans, or canola? And it looks like we've got soybeans in there, so let's go see if we've got any soybeans. So is that the reason why Giant stopped what they were doing, because of the consoles? That's not surprising. There's a lot of game companies that are really pandering to the consoles and just abandoning the PCs, which I think is kind of a mistake, but I'm not in the business. Alrighty, let's see what we got here. We've got 48,000 in sunflowers. We've only got 32 in soybeans, but I do have some growing out there. So talking to yourself is a sign of madness. Well, it's not as bad as talking to yourself and then answering yourself. That's a little bit worse, I think. And I think everybody should be a little bit mad. It makes the world go round. All these serious people that can't take a joke. All right, Jake. Catch you later. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. I'll check out that Shamrock one. See what it's all about. I like Ireland. I'll take a look at it. Well, what happened? Did I fill it up? Wow, that doesn't take very much, does it? Huh. I may have to go in and take a look at that mod. It doesn't seem to hold very much. Maybe there's something I can do with it. Make it a little bit beefier. Alright, well, I gave the cows a little bit of TMR, and there wasn't any pig food. Let's see about the silage, how we're doing on silage. Because I had silage cooking in both of these bins here, these silos. And I'm cooking silage to sell. So let's see how we're doing. And I've got a Digestate or Digistate to sell here as well. So let's look into that. I need to buy another truck, don't I? Have I only got the one truck? I think I do. I've only got the one truck. I need to buy another truck because I need to haul the tanker. I don't have the money for it though. I gotta sell some stuff. All right, thank you, Scorpion. Oh, thanks, Jake. I appreciate it. Yeah, and it's I need to get a new truck. Why do I park the truck right next to the outhouse? Listen to the flies. Oh, look at that. We need to clean this thing out. It's a mess. And we need a new newspaper. Yuck. That's just gross. Now, see, that's the thing about Alien Jim. He adds a lot of detail like that. That kind of detail in his maps and stuff. And he tries to do things that are a little bit different than other people do. And that's why I like his maps. All right, this is still making silage. Just a little bit slow, isn't it? So, at any rate, guys, I didn't get any landscaping done. I might do some landscaping here offline. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. Maybe you like watching that stuff. Maybe you don't. But I'm going to call it an end of the stream here. It's 3 o'clock or close enough to it. Hope you all had fun. I want to thank everybody for coming by. I appreciate it more than you know. And I hope to see you again on Thursday. And I will take a look at that Shamrock map and see what that's all about. Maybe we'll do a live stream on it here in weeks coming up. In the meantime, I want everybody to take care of yourself and your families. Have fun if you're playing games. And everybody have a good evening.